You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
All right, we're back at Zero Dark 30, everyone. John here, your host, and we're going to discuss just one subject. Okay? Looks like sanity has been put on ice. Yeah, ICE, right? Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. There is some insanity out there that is just beyond the pale. A lot of people don't realize that everyone with a badge is not a police officer. Even sheriffs and policemen are different, though they're both regarded as law enforcement. Right? U.S. Marshals don't do what police do. Federal postal inspectors with their guns don't do what policemen do. Policing people, in other words, helping them follow policy by, giving them tickets when they mess up. Policing is different than, keeping the peace. It's all different. ICE's role is different. Literally, their name is Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. That's a big difference between police and customs and police and immigration. It's different jurisdictions. Policing is done by incorporated municipal areas. The difference between a mall cop and a policeman is, well, quite a big difference, isn't it? They dress similarly. They have badges. They have different levels of authority, different jurisdictions in which they operate, different enforcement rules. The intelligent question is lost. No longer do people ask intelligent questions. And I'm talking about people pushing their political agendas. They're not asking real questions. They're looking for excuses to throw a fit, riot, object, and stop. So we have like one particular governor is screaming and yelling that the ICE agents need to be taken off the street and retrained. Retrained for what? Federal police officers that are enforcing United States border restrictions don't have the same policing authority as everyone else. They just don't. They have federal authority to get rid of people who have crossed the border illegally. How do you enforce that in a nation as big as the United States? How do you enforce that when the government itself, under a different policy or shall we say different political leadership, allowed it to happen, to come in complete violation of standards, laws, and public trust? We've got a shitstorm, folks, on our hands. And it's going to get out of control. We have not just private citizens threatening ICE, but politicians as well. What I mean by threatening them, I mean literally threatening them with violence, murder, their families, their children. The same ICE, Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, that was heralded as great under Obama and lauded as just wonderful and awarded. Obama gave Tom Homan of ICE a medal around his neck for doing a great job for him. And under Trump, Tom Homan has not been able to do a very good job because, well, the interference. But they're acting like now the same man, the same policies, the same procedures, and the same actions. Now they're Nazis. In fact, another politician this time a Democrat for sure, said that when Trump's administration is over, the existing ICE agents will be hunted down like Nazis after World War II. Literally, what they want to do is hunt them down. They'll hunt down legal, lawful Americans operating in a law enforcement capacity and treat them like the international pariah, the Nazis. Now, folks, in 1939, Adolf Hitler was Time's Man of the Year. Find out why. You'll learn something interesting. You see, yeah, he's the bad guy. He did bad things. So did Stalin. Stalin's Bolshevik communists killed 10 times. Is it 10 times? No. Yes. 6. Instead of killing, 10 million, he killed 40 million. Let's call it 4 times, just to have fun, just to be conservative. 4 times the amount, but it was his own people, not killing the other arm. It's horrifying. Killing 40 million of your own people, 50 million of your own people, starving your own people. But Hitler's the bad one, you see, because there's a political message there. Someone somewhere is going to be very sorry in a few years. We just don't know who it is, right? What if the Germans had won and defeated the Soviets, the Russians? Well, it'd be a whole different world, wouldn't it? What world do we have? Ask yourself that. What world do we have? We have the world we have because of who won the wars. As soon as a war is over, depending on who wins, you get a completely different story, completely different set of propaganda, new cultures, new religions come into play. Not always a complete change or total change of the culture you have, but changes happen. And it's propaganda, it's policy, it's belief systems that people are told. The victor makes the rules. The victor decides what history really says. Look, we, in order to preserve our American tradition, need to win this war. Because if we don't, it's not just going to be ICE that's attacked, folks. It's not just going to be ICE and former ICE agents that are going to be hunted down like Nazis. There's a good chance all of us will. If you oppose the LGBTQ bullshit, if you oppose open borders, if you oppose Middle Eastern religions controlling your lives, if we oppose them, they will come after us. They will punish us. And by punishment, that's monetary, it's physical, it's psychological, it's emotional, it's educational, it's religious. All of it changes. Do not forget, folks. Historians lie. Beware the scribes. We got to win this. Does ICE need more training? Sure. But what is ICE's role and what authority do they have? That's what they're executing. You don't like their authority? Restrict it. But don't say that bringing guns to a so-called peaceful protest, pulling that pistol and shooting it, is acceptable behavior. But maybe it's time for a good old-fashioned revolution. Maybe it is. I guess we'll find out. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours.